Hello, I'm Councillor Rose McNeely, the former Mayor of Rotherham for the year 2010-2011. I've had an absolutely fabulous year with all highs really, because I've met the Queen, I've met loads and loads of children, I've been to AGMs, I've done Diabetic Mile, I've done Race for Life, I've done the Comic Relief Mile, I've abseiled off Magna. Many things for many people. We have some fantastic talent in Rotherham, and I've had the privilege of witnessing all that talent. I think one of my highlights was watching Reach Day services do a pantomime called Snow White and the Seven Maltby Miners. They were absolutely fantastic. One of the things that the year has brought is the fact that you could be starting as early as 6 o'clock in the morning and going until 2 o'clock in the morning, with just enough time in between to have a snack or a drink. So my year has been very tiring. I have been able to do 626 functions in this year. So as you can see, very busy. But what fabulous people. So I don't look upon it as a chore. I look on it as a privilege to have done what I've done. And yes, I'll be sad to finish, but pleased to be able to get back into my normal work routine. When I go back to my old job, for want of a better term, on Monday, I will be the ward councillor for the Boston Castle ward, and I'm also fortunate that I have become a cabinet member for neighbourhoods. So it's going to be challenging as I've moved up slightly in my stature, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that challenge. I hope that Shaun is able to embrace the mayoral role as I have done this last year, and I wish him well. One of the functions that I performed a couple of days ago, I was in the square and speaking to two ladies who had organised the function that I'd been invited to, and one lady said to me, "I'll be very sad to see you go, you've been an absolutely brilliant mayor." But the other lady said, "Well, actually, I'd describe her as the people's mayor," and I hope that everybody else thinks the same, because I have taken Rotherham really to my heart. Thank you for the privilege.
Yeah, my name's Shaun Wright. I'm 43 years old and I've been a borough councillor for 11 years, and I've worked in local government all my adult life from the age of 27. During that time I've worked in urban green space management. I have two sons, Joshua and Jacob. My eldest son Joshua is currently at Thomas Rotherham College. He's just sitting his A-level examinations, hoping to get the grades he requires to go off to university. And my youngest son Jacob, who's 14, attends Romarsh Community School. My wife Lisa is also a nurse at Rotherham General Hospital, and she's very much looking forward to taking some time off work to be the Mayoress of Rotherham. I also serve on the South Yorkshire Police Authority. I'm a magistrate sitting on the Rotherham bench, so all in all I'm a real community activist. I like to get involved, I like to do my bit to help make our communities better places to live. Well, becoming the mayor is effectively decided by the borough councillors on the council. Every year at the council's annual general meeting, they select one of the councillors to be the mayor for the ensuing municipal year. So you serve as the mayor for 1 year from May to the next May. Well, it's a great honour. and a great privilege. I know it's a bit corny, and I know lots of people would perhaps say the same thing, but it really is a tremendous honour and privilege. I mean, you're representing the whole of the borough of Rotherham. It also means a great deal to my wife, because it's in her family. Two previous generations, a great-grandfather and a grandmother, both served as Mayor of Rotherham. In fact, my wife's grandma, Joan Johnston, was the first woman mayor of our metropolitan borough in 1981. So as a family, it's incredibly important, but also as an individual, it's a huge privilege and an honour. We've had a little taste of it as Deputy Mayor and Mayoress going around the borough, visiting various organisations, meeting different individuals, people that are putting a huge amount of time and effort into making their local communities better places to live. And it's a real privilege to be able to go around and meet these people and these organisations and thank them on behalf of the borough. The Mayor has a number of formal roles, including leading the town on civic occasions like Remembrance Service and Armed Forces Day. But the Mayor also chairs the full council, so every 6 weeks or so all the councillors come together to have a council meeting to discuss various policies and issues affecting the town, and the Mayor actually chairs that full council meeting. And so it can be a very exciting year. You're never quite sure what's going to come along in your 12 months of doing the job, but there's always lots of different things happening, and as I say, it's a very privileged position to be in, to get to represent Rotherham in that way. Yeah, the way that it actually works is that people can either go on the website or phone the council and speak to the Mayor's Secretary, Mrs. Shirt, who will send a form out, and you simply fill the form in and explain what the event's about and what you'd like the Mayor to come along and do. It may be cutting a ribbon or opening the event, or just making a formal speech, or just saying a few words in terms of a thank you on behalf of the town for the work that's happening, or it may be a fair or a fun gala or just a garden party. In an average year, the Mayor can expect to do anything upwards of 600 engagements, so it really is a busy year, quite an onerous task, a very enjoyable task, but because of the number of engagements that the Mayor is invited to, sometimes there are clashes, and on those occasions that's where the Deputy Mayor comes in to assist. I look forward to meeting lots and lots of Rotherham people and Rotherham businesses and visitors to Rotherham to shout at the top of the rooftops just what a brilliant place that we live in and a brilliant place it is to visit. So very much look forward to meeting as many people as possible during the coming year.